Welcome to another edition of Crunch Countdown. Jason Lockhart in the basement of the War Memorial Arena before tonight's matchup against the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. That game will be taking place at 7:05 p.m. You can catch the game on the Score 1260 or AHL Live. The Crunch coming off a loss to the Hamilton Bulldogs last night in Ontario, Canada, by the score of 5-2. They have now lost the first two games of the new year, trying to get back on the winning track, taking on the Penguins in third place in the East Division, winners last night against the Rochester Americans. Now we'll hear from newcomer defenseman Matt Smaby and assistant coach Marty Wilford. Joined by the Supercuts interviewed defenseman Matt Smaby, and Matt joining us for the first time, and talk about, first of all, what it's like to come back and finally get into some game action.
Yeah, it's been kind of a long process to get here, but I'm excited to be here and excited to get to start playing.
And talk about how tough it was to go through rehab and just not to be able to play in games at all.
Yeah, it's never fun watching from the sidelines, especially being hurt, and it was a long rehab process, but I'm excited it's over, and it should be fun to start playing some games.
Besides rehabbing, what did you do to keep time?
Skating and working out, basically. It kind of felt like the summer all over again as far as working out and getting in shape goes, just because I knew it would be a long kind of road to get back into game shape. So I kind of took that as my job and did that kind of 9 to 5 every day.
And just talk about changing teams a little bit over the summer. You've been Tampa Bay for such a long time. What's that transition going to be like for you?
It's exciting. It's new guys, guys that I've played against, kind of going through the ranks, and so it's exciting to be in a new city and kind of have a new experience, and it should be fun. And
do you have any experience playing with any of the guys here in the Crunch locker room?
Yeah, I mean, I was at training camp and got to know some of the guys, and this will be my first time kind of in an official game with some of them, so it should be a good experience.
And tell the Crunch fans a little bit about what they can expect from Matt Smaby.
I'm a kind of a physical stay-at-home defenseman, nothing too flashy offensive, but just kind of solid, reliable D-man.
And you said you were back home in Minneapolis. Do they have any snow there since we don't have any here?
No, it's I think the first time in the winter that we haven't had snow when I've been around, which was kind of weird. But I'll take that over 8 feet of snow for sure.
And finally, what are your goals just for your first game back?
Just to get back in the mix of things, and to feel good coming out of it. Feel like I kind of left it all out there. So.
All right, Matt. Well, good luck tonight in your first game.
All right, thank you.
Matt Smaby joining us on your Crunch Network. Joined by assistant coach Marty Wilford. And Marty, obviously a disappointing loss last night to Hamilton. Your overall thoughts on the game?
It stunk, There was no really second effort or willingness to compete in the hard areas, and then we give up soft goals. So, accumulation of things. We weren't paying a price to go to front of the net and score goals, and then we just did some dumb things and give up, easy breakaways, 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, more or less guys cheating the game. So it's very disappointing, and let's hope there's a good turnaround here tonight, or it could be a very long week.
And you played some wild games against the Penguins, including that 7-5 win in Wilkes-Barre earlier this season before Thanksgiving. What have we seen from the Penguins so far this year?
Well, we don't want to get into a run and gun. Obviously, we're not scoring 7 goals right now. So first and foremost, we need a commitment to defense. And that's what we talked about this morning. And that comes with, being strong in front of your net, creating separation in the corners with the puck, winning puck battles, making smart decisions with the puck. So, you know what? We can't, worry about what's happened, what we've done against them. It's in the past. It's how you're going right now, and we just got to make sure we tidy up our end. That's all we can control. You can't control how many goals you get. Unfortunately, you might run into a hot goalie, but you got to be willing to price to try and score goals, and we didn't do that last night, or for that matter in Toronto. So hopefully if they want to do that, we might pop 1 or 2, but we got to make sure we keep them out of our net because we're not scoring.